Murray House is the state's longest running group home for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The organization is moving into a new, fully accessible location in Clifton. It's a home that was founded more than 50 years ago. It was named for Jimmie Murray, who himself had a developmental disability, died back in 1969, but not before leaving behind an inspiring legacy. Scott Milliken is the CEO of Catholic Charities for the Diocese of Paterson. Good morning to you, Scott. Good to have you on.
Morning, Ken. Thank you.
I worked with Catholic Charities when I was at Channel 7, Catholic Charities Brooklyn, Queens for about 15 years, Catholic Charities in Manhattan for 5 years. So I'm very familiar with Catholic Charities. I was a Catholic priest for many years. I don't know if you know that, 30 years ago. So I'm very, very much, let's say, my heart is for Catholic Charities. I love you guys and
Thank
what
you.
you do.
Actually, me and
And
Monsignor Sullivan are good friends.
There you go. Yes, there you go. God bless him. Murray House has quite the history. Talk about the importance of the move into the new home in Clifton and why it's so important to stay in Clifton.
Um, our folks who we support, they've lived in Clifton all their lives. But when we started group homes 55 years ago, we didn't realize the impact of the aging process on the people that we
Mm.
serve. And having multiple level homes is not conducive to them living in place. So we were able to purchase another home, a ranch style home in Clifton, where people can we can continue to serve them safely, and they can age in place as they grow old.
That's the thing. You think of a parent who has a child who is developmentally or emotionally challenged, and you think, oh, the parents will take care of the child. Okay, until the parents get older and pass. Who takes care of that adult at that point? And that's the beauty of having this. You have people in a group setting, they live independently or somewhat independently. They have somebody there in the home to help them, but they live as adults and they get to have a fulfilling life. And that's the beauty of this. How many years again have you folks had this home, and will it be a challenging transition into the new facility?
We've been operating Murray House since 1971, so 55 years. I've been with Catholic Charities 34 of those years. Uh, and it's going to be an easy transition. Our folks were involved in the process of purchasing the home, and they're very excited to move. We're having a grand opening next week, and they'll be moving in, and they're very excited, trust me.
That's nice. How many adults will be able to live in that house?
We'll have 5 adults with developmental disabilities living in the home.
And it's funny. I remember when I was over in Brooklyn, Queens, Catholic Charities Brooklyn and Queens, and they opened a facility, and they said that amazingly, some people in the neighborhood were upset. And then once the people moved into the facility, they realized, why were we upset? These are the best neighbors ever. The adults in the homes near in their communities, they were like the nicest, the best. You have no problems. That's the thing. So anybody who was like, it's going to happen in our neighborhood. These are adults with developmental disabilities. They're not going to come. They're not going to be partying at 4 o'clock in the morning. These are the greatest neighbors you could ever have. So this is going to be a boon for the neighborhood, I'm sure. And you
Yeah.
run a whole bunch of group homes right through the diocese. So what are some of the special needs when it comes to supporting people with developmental disabilities?
We operate 10 group homes in Morris, Passaic, and Sussex County, and we're currently
Wow.
looking for another ranch style home to purchase in Morris County. We have an independent living housing program. We're supervised apartments in Wayne, New Jersey, and we provide support, coordination, and case management for over 250 families whose children with disabilities are aging out of the school system in Sussex County. And then we run a day program for 54 adults who come to our Grunert Center Monday through Friday for work in Lake Hopatcong, New Jersey.
Wow. I was going to ask you that. Can people volunteer to help, or is it strictly hired staff? Because I know you need a lot of specialized staff, so they would be hired. But one of the things for those who don't realize, Catholic Charities gets over 90% of their donations right to the people. It's one of the most efficient charities in the whole country, and you do just amazing work. But can you also accept volunteers?
Yes, we have over 3,000 volunteers throughout the Catholic Charities Network each year, and people can volunteer to be at DPD, either a one-on-one volunteer with one of our individuals, or we have volunteers who've started a programs to help the community. They do food drives and pet food drives and glasses, eyeglasses for our veterans and cards to our veterans. So they
Yeah.
like to be acting and supportive members of our community.
Fantastic. Scott Milliken, we got to have you on for a longer segment. Scott Milliken, who is CEO of Catholic Charities for the Diocese of Paterson. God bless you and good luck with the opening. And thank you so much for joining us and for what you do.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
You bet.